Good evening, a warm welcome to State of Business, RTV's Primetime News Bulletin with me, Rukshi Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Tourism Leaders Summit to launch in Sri Lanka, and third edition of Jaffna's Film Festival launches. And today on Top Stories, Vision 2025, launched by the President and Prime Minister yesterday, outlines the economic strategy to be implemented by the government over the next 3 years in addressing constraints to growth. The approach will be structured on a knowledge-based, highly competitive social market economy model. Here's a look in brief.
A new approach to growth, strengthening the macroeconomic framework, strengthening the growth framework, reforms in land, labour and capital markets, economic and social infrastructure, technology and digitalization, social safety nets, agriculture and sustainable development, governance and accountability, strengthening coordination and monitoring implementation.
The third edition of the Jaffna International Cinema Festival will be held from the 15th to 20th of September. The festival is organized by the Fine Arts Department of the University of Jaffna in collaboration with Ceylon Theatres. Over 25 countries are expected to participate at the annual festival. The Jaffna International Cinema Festival is a non-partisan platform to explore contemporary forms of creative expression in cinema. It aims to reach and connect communities across borders through independent cinema. The festival will present 4 awards for Best Debut Film, Best International Short Film, Best National Short Film, and an Audience Award for the Most Popular Short Film to honor industry veterans and promote the next generation of filmmakers.
On this third edition of this festival, over 25 countries will be participating. They will be presenting nearly 100 films. That includes feature films, documentaries, and short films. And talking of the short films, last 2 years, we had a competition for short films made by local filmmakers. But by the request of some international short filmmakers, the festival committee decided to include an international short film section this year. And the third edition will honor some seniors in the film industry. So we will have 2 retrospectives, one of a local filmmaker, Dr. Dharmasena Pathiraja, and then we have the French New Wave, Nouvelle Vague filmmaker, the only filmmaker of the French New Wave, Agnès Varda. Festival will present 2 master classes for local students and film enthusiasts. I would like to mention the partnerships offered to Jaffna International Film Festival this year. We have the government film unit who has a stock of lot of historical documentaries in this country. They partner with us to present some historical documentaries this year. This year we have France, Germany, United Kingdom, Italy, the Netherlands, Romania, Czech Republic, Poland, Croatia, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, China, Singapore, USA, Slovakia, Switzerland, Belgium, Chile, Pakistan, Nepal, Colombia, Vietnam, Canada and Australia as the participating countries. We will announce the official selection, European Panorama and the films in debut competition and the short films in a week's time.
A Lifetime Achievement Award will also be announced at the festival.
We have a 3-member international critics jury judging the best debut film of the competition. We have a Lifetime Achievement Award, and this year the award will be presented to Dr. Dharmasena Pathiraja for his contribution to the Sri Lankan film industry. I invite you to come to Jaffna from 15th to 20th September to see the from all over the world. Welcome to Jaffna.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. The Tourism Leaders Summit and International Tourism Research Symposium 2017 was announced in Colombo recently. This is an annual event organized in line with the United Nations World Tourism Day celebrations organized by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. The summit and the research symposium will be held on the 3rd October this year. The Tourism Leader Summit is an annual flagship event organized by the Alumni Association of Tourism, Economics and Hospitality Management and is in line with United Nations World Tourism Organization. This year's summit will be held under the theme Sustainable Tourism for Development, Way Forward for Sri Lanka and is being endorsed by the Ministry of Tourism Development, Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority and Sri Lanka Promotions Bureau. 1,500 participants are expected to attend this event, which is being arranged to be staged as an international flavored event.
We designed this Tourism Leader Summit, which main focus is to identify and provide the equal partnership platform to everybody to talk about what we should do for Sri Lanka tourism development to take it to global height. In that manner, this year, UNWTA theme is Sustainable Tourism for Development. It is very well matching with Sri Lanka tourism development. Therefore, we believe that tourism cannot be ensured, especially sustainable tourism cannot be ensured if you don't talk about the people, prosperity, profit, planet, partnership and the peace. So that is why we think that under these themes, we develop new logos, new endeavors. All these endeavors trying to take all the stakeholders, those who are endeavoring and put in effort to make Sri Lanka tourism sustainable. We have the great potential to absorb and attract all these key stakeholders rather than any other organizations, because this is the impartial and knowledge-driven institutions. So that is why we thought that we will run the knowledge event of Sri Lanka tourism.
We now speak to the Executive Director, Prosperous Capital and Credit Limited for his views on microfinancing.
Microfinance in Sri Lanka, the entities are, I would say, an underrated investment opportunity which has happened right now. Like, so prior to my involvement into microfinance, even I had the same issues which you just raised about all of this, but gaining the exposure and experience into microfinance, what I figured out is that, you know, all these are actually the binding points for a good investment opportunity, and especially with the licensing coming in. So licensing will bring about prudent and stringent regulation, which will be a key enabler towards an effective and efficient microfinancing process, right, which will bring about better management to capital and liquidity requirements, which will bring about better governance and risk management, protect, do even things like cyber security and various other measures that will come in, and also will limit the competition or unwanted entrance of players, bring about prudent lending practices, and what does it equal? All these will equivalent to having a maximum impact to the community, right? So that's exactly what will come out of it. And so as an investor, what you have to look at it is, yes, there is always doubt when you go and invest in a company which simply is in the position of lending, which it's not bound by proper regulations and all. And that's why I think most entities have to, even microfinance entities were self-funded, banks and all who are financing entities were very reluctant to give debt. Microfinance entities will be the target of, I would say, good investment opportunity, and with regulation coming in, the systems aligning, I think they will be one of the, I would say, more sought out shares moving in the next, say, 5-10 years.
Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.